Hi everybody, this is Ellie. Thanks so much for joining me today for my April Stationery Stockpile Challenge video. Feel free to grab your journal or planner and make a sticker page or a tip-in along with me. For anyone who isn't familiar, the Stationery Stockpile Challenge is a collab with Daksina, and I will link our playlist up above. But basically, we've come up with a theme for every month. This month's theme is spring, or whatever season you are in, and you're invited to go through your own stash of stickers, washi tape, ephemera, stamps, anything you've got, and this is a chance to use up that stuff that has been hanging around. For the last few months, I've been making my tip-ins for my Hobonichi cousin, which is my memory keeper. So the piece of vellum I have is left over from last month's. So this piece is actually slightly smaller than a true A5 size. And I've decided that I'm going to tip it in by putting the washi tape along the top of the piece of vellum so that it will flip upward like you're seeing in these sticker books. Speaking of these sticker books, I did find that I had quite a few seasonal or even specific monthly related stickers, so I pulled all of those out. Another great thing about using the A5 size is that now I have the chance to use a lot of these bigger sizes. When I was doing the tip-ins in my pocket bullet journal, a rectangular sticker like that would have taken up more than a quarter of it. So this gives me a lot of flexibility. It also means that if I'm using small stickers, I'm using a lot of small stickers. I'm about to realize in a minute that I haven't rounded the bottom corners of this tip-in, which makes a difference to me because, first of all, I like how rounded corners feel better when I'm turning a page, and it also helps me see what stickers lay best in that spot. So I just pulled out that corner rounder, and I think I did that on the size medium. I will link that below. That's one of my favorite planner accessories. I'm not going to chat through this whole video. I will let the music play in a little bit, but you'll see that I'm choosing a lot of flowers and botanicals, some words that say things like flourish and bloom, because the growth and freshness of spring is just beautiful. The colors are all so happy and bright, and I also had a sticker sheet that had kind of Easter icons, and we do celebrate Easter, so you'll see some bunnies and chicks and eggs scattered throughout as well. I'm also going to go ahead and link Daksina's April Stationery Stockpile Challenge video. She used smaller stickers, and she also used alphabet stickers to spell out spring, and it turned out beautifully as always. We always love seeing everybody's dashboards or tip-ins, whatever you create, because they're all so different and so much fun. Plus, I just love seeing people's collections. One of the things that Daksina mentioned and that I will echo is that Stationery Stockpile Challenge, the stationery is spelled with an E. We've seen some people using the A, and I've actually followed both hashtags, but to see most of them, it is stationery with an E. It is on the screen just as a reminder, just so that it's easier to find you all. I'm going to go ahead and let the music play. I'll pop back on towards the end just to talk about a few things that I've been really enjoying watching lately, and to ask you guys if there's anything you've been watching and loving. I wanted to pop back on and talk about some of the things that I'm watching and loving lately. My mom and I are still watching Superstore. We're nearing the end of season 4. Season 5 is on Netflix, and then I believe season 6, which is the final season, just recently finished. So I'm looking forward to catching up on that. Paul and I are watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and if you are a Marvel fan, I would definitely recommend it. I'm loving that show so far. I love the characters, the growth, the communication, the action, and that there's a lot of gray area to explore. That's kind of all of my favorite things. It's actually inspired Paul and I to do a Marvel rewatch. Disney Plus has them organized in chronological order, in like timeline chronological order, not when the movies were released. So I haven't even seen all of them. I've seen most, but we're looking forward to it. It's quite the endeavor, but we have time. I've also been watching Brockmire with my brother, and we're both huge baseball fans, and I'm really enjoying it. I had no idea what to expect from it, but so far I am really loving it. As a heads up, Brockmire is about a baseball commentator, but it is definitely an adult show with an adult sense of humor and themes. It is crude, and there is definitely alcohol, drugs, and more on screen. So if that's not something that you enjoy, then this might be a show you want to avoid. And I guess speaking of baseball, the rest of the time I have mostly been watching the Blue Jays. I love putting that on. It's really great to have on and do a lot of planning and journaling and just organizing. So that's pretty much what I've been watching and loving lately. Oh, we also watched Love and Monsters on Netflix, and that was a fun movie. It was just different than anything that I've watched lately, and the special effects were great and kind of gross, and it was just funny and ultimately hopeful. And boy, was just heart-melting. It was really fun. There's also a show called Rutherford Falls starting at the end of April that I'm really excited about. I'm a big Mike Schur fan. If you have anything that you're watching or have watched and loved lately, please share in the comments below. I don't know about you guys, but I am always putting new things on my list. Now on screen, you're just seeing me put on the washi tape. So like I said, it's at the top of the page. And right now I'm just lining up the bottom of my tip-in with the bottom of the page, and then I'm just folding the washi tape right over. This is the first tip-in that I've done like this, but I really liked it for something different. This sheet also wasn't quite wide enough to match the width of the page, and I didn't like having the gap. So this was my solution, and it's fun to flip through. I love having these tip-ins. They just are a way to see my stickers, and I always really enjoy the process of making them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.